I'm like Tara said, I'm a previously incarcerated individual, and by all rights, I shouldn't be here today. I should have been dead years and years ago. But we go through life experiencing things we experience because it's going to put us in a place that we need to be. I served 23 years in prison and got out in November. I was released with a compassionate release for stage 4 cancer. Uh, Currently, I'm enrolled in CROP, but I'm also enrolled in Berkeley City College. I'm a straight A student with a 4.0 GPA right now. Thank you. I owe a lot of that to the people at CROP. When I got out, I didn't have nowhere to go, no family, no nothing. All I had was $200 in my pocket, and there's a sidewalk with no parole. I didn't even have parole to give me any help. No resources, no nothing. But a fine person that works for CROP named Anthony Putta picked me up. He was also an inmate at the prison with me. He paroled years before me. I never thought I'd walk out of prison. They told me in June, almost a year to this date, that I was stage 4 cancer and I had 2 to 3 years to live if I got on chemo. My whole life, I've known nothing but pain and strife. It's taken a lot of years of reflection and realization to realize that everything I went through has put me in the place I am, because it's given me a passion and a desire to help those around me. People that are going down the same road I went through don't have to go through what I went through if they get the help that I can provide when I get through my training. CROP and their beautiful program is helping me become an alcohol and drug counselor right now. If you'd have told me a year ago, 2 years ago, that I'd be doing this right now, I'd have just laughed at you. Because some people like Tara, when they went to prison, they did everything they could to become a better person. I settled in and did the most. I didn't try to get out. I did my self-help groups. I did all that stuff to work on myself because I felt that that's what I needed for me. But as far as following the rules, nah. I wasn't with, no. You can lock me up, but you can't tell me I'm locked up. Right now, my path is alcohol and drug counseling. I have a set up for an internship at a facility already. I'm working on my psychology degree. I figure if I'm going to help people, I got to know how to help their mind also. Yeah. So if you can't help the mind, you can't help the soul. Hopefully, I'll be around long enough to get my degree and do the things I want to do. I don't ever want to let CROP down because this is one of the finest programs I've ever seen. And since I've been out, I've been in quite a few transitional living facilities. I've been to Options, I've been to Cronin House, I've been to quite a few out here in Oakland and the Bay Area. And I can tell you now, it ain't pleasant.
How are you doing health-wise today? Are you getting the help you need?
Yeah, I just finished a 48-hour round of chemo on Friday.
So.
It doesn't really affect me. Right now, they're telling me my cancer might be becoming resistant to the chemo. I'm not too worried about it. I got some worries, but it's going to be whatever it's going to be. Every day I've gotten past the day I shouldn't be here no more, it's been a blessing.
Well, we're rooting for you. You're going to be in our thoughts and our prayers. You get better because you're an amazing individual. I love the path you're on. The fact that you want to give back to the community is incredible. I just want to affirm you for doing that. You're going to change the lives of other people far beyond your own.
You'd be surprised how many people in prison are on the same path. They do alcohol and drug counseling certification in prison now. It's that much of an epidemic that we've had to resort to enlisting people in prison who have had the experience of going through what they're trying to help people get over. Me, myself, I was a 31-year heroin addict. I was by far not an angel ever in life. I'm born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. I've been on the streets and raised myself since the age of 12. I left a very dysfunctional home. I honestly would have never made it to this age if I'd stayed at.
Don, if you could say one thing to us, when I run into you on the street, if I know your story, what is the one thing that we could do to help you or could have helped you in your journey back as a community or as individuals out here? Is there anything that you could, encourage us to think about or to be available for?
I'm kind of glad you asked that. I live my life by one quote that's stuck with me ever since I've heard it, and that's from Gandhi. If you wish to change the world, you first must be the change you want to see in the world. So if you guys can do anything, do it. It don't matter how little it is. If you can do one thing that'll help change the world, do it. Because when we're gone, it's up to our kids and those that we left behind to have what we left.
Donnie, thank you for coming down here, sharing your story. It's an amazing story. We're all rooting for you. You got our support. Whatever we can do to help you, just let us know. But thank you for coming down here.
Thank you.